And well, the thing today, in my case, is to present the European Union and gender equality actions. And I will do a brief background of European Union policies. Then we move to the current gender equality strategy, that is the actual strategy. And then I would like to do a specific policy and comment with you some specific policy, because we are involved on that policy, that is gender equality in European Union research programs. And maybe is the best thing, because we are in contact with this policy. Then, starting from the background of the European policies, I would like to say that of course, European Union is considered one of the world's most advanced political systems with regard to the promotion of gender equality. And of course, the construction of an initiative of European level in the field of gender equality was not so self-evident in 1957. You have to put in this place in 1957 is this is totally no evidence. This speak about that. And the European Union has imposed on member states a series of norms and values on gender equality for 40 years. Then this is important because we are running on this since 40 years. And the policies were developed through successive treaties and gradual extension of community competence, with a push of a lot of women that were involved, how do you say, commitment with this policy. And the main, if we go to see some the important legal issue, we have to focus at the Article 157 of the Treaty on the functioning of the European Union, that was the sole foundation for European activity in the area of gender equality until 1997. Then it's really an important issue, and was the single basis where all the policy of combating inequality and promoting gender was based, and it was really important, this article. Okay, the substantial policy was the general topics were equal treatment in workplace, the prohibition of any discrimination in social security system, the parental and maternity leave, the provision of maid harassment, and the affirmative actions for that the article said the unrepresented sex. Okay, this article was a central pillar of the European Union, and there were created 15 directives between 1975 and 2010. And one important thing, like Enrico said, is the establishment of the European Institute for Gender Equality in 2006. Was a very, very important issue in order to get ahead or impulse the gender equality measures. Some milestones. I would like to speak about 3 milestones. There are 3 strategies. The strategy for equality between women and men in different moments. I would like to stay here. That is the first strategy that was in between 2010 and 2015, and there were measures that trying to promote the advancement of women and there were based on 6 measures that we today we know that are women participation in labor market, in special promotion of the work-life balance, that is an important and relative new thing, actions for improving pay equality that you know very well today because are always we are speaking too much about that. The European Union action to promote equality in political and economic decision making. I will speak about that. The action to eliminate gender-based violence in the European Union, and the promoted gender equality and women's rights beyond the European Union. In that sense, there are special attention on who we work with on gender equality also, and trying to see about the organization and the expert and take care about the people and consider people that are related with gender equality in the expert groups. If we move to the following strategy, this is the strategy that the European Union has between 2016 and 2019. This was an important strategy that takes into account the previous one that I comment to you, but the thing that is important here, because well, the topics are these 5 that I present here, but the important thing here is that the decision that the Commission has taken to promote gender equality in all its policy, as well as into European Union founding program, with this action that I put there. This is really important because here the decision is to see what the European Union finance. And I go back again to that because I think it's really important, this decision in these years. Which is the current gender equality strategy? The current strategy is the strategy that happened between 2020 and 2025. This is the gender thing that has this title, Striving Against Sex-Based Discrimination. And when you read this proposal, you see that the important thing is to fight against sex-based discrimination and have equal opportunity to thrive in society and the economy. The important now is try to put the focus in this thing. But the goal, the general goal, is that consider Europe where women and men in all their diversity are equal. This is the postulate, the statement of this new strategy. Then the strategy propose things that we already know in the past strategy, but here maybe we can say that the theme 2, 3, 4, and 6 maybe are a little different, but still are related with the past strategy. And the important thing here, I think, is the premise that we have here, that maybe is a hope, no? The hope in this strategy is thinking that achieving a gender equal Europe where gender-based violence, sex discrimination, and structural inequality between women and men are a thing of the past, yes? a thing of the past. Okay, we will see. Which is the current situation? The current situation is that in that moment we can say that women in the European Union are in average 16% less than men per hour. And for example, on average, women pensions are 30% lower than men's pension, or the 75% of unpaid care and domestic work is done by women. This is far for this statement, of course, but still more far is this type of thing, like that the only 7.5 of board chairs and 7.7 of CEOs are women, or only 22% of the all programmers are women, or that the 39% of members of European Parliament are women. Then this statement is very, very interesting, and is really a desire, but still we have to fight a lot to stay in one part when you say or you think as a thing of the past, no? Then we have to work a lot still. I would like to go back to this point and stay in a specific policy like the gender equality in Europe, in European Union, in a specific that are related with research program. And I would like to comment here important work that has been done at the Helsinki group previously to the implementation of Horizon 2020. And they made and they create a strategy, a very important strategy that do a practical guidance for the effective application of the gender equality measures. And it's called Bademekun on Gender Equality in Horizon 2020. No? And it was based in three important strategies. Or topics. The first one was foster gender balance in Horizon 2020 research teams. This is increased participation, okay? But the second one is ensuring gender balance in decision making. This was still more important because it was the promotion of 40% of women in expert group and scientific panel, and 50% of for advisory groups. And the third one that I think is the main and the most important action is the integrating gender, sex analysis in research and innovation content. This is really important action because it's like the quality measure go deep in the research, in the content of the research. Then this not only improve the scientific quality, also may bring equal opportunities, and the focus of the research are involved in gender equality aspect. And this action will have been carried out through different legal bases that we have not to go here. The interesting thing that I would like to say in this measure was that the gender equality was involved in each stage of the research cycle. Then this matter wasn't before the call, during the evaluation process, and during the execution of the research project. And this was really interesting. The first thing was that before the call, in each group, for example, no? In each group includes at least one expert with gender expertise in research and innovation. And this was really important because this was the generating the basis of the call. No? During the evaluation process, we have to say that the gender dimension is included in how sex or gender analysis is taken into account in the project content that I said before. No, was not just a statement; it was requested in the application form. Then you have to pass or not if you describe and you propose that. And also the gender balance among the personnel named in the proposal who will be primary responsible for carry out the research or innovation activity will taken into account. Then this is a really important thing. And during the execution of the project, it was a monitoring process that was really interesting too, because the commission was monitoring the percentage of women participants in Horizon 2020 project, the percentage of women project coordinators in Horizon 2020, the percentage of women in advisory, as I told before, and the percentage of projects with gender dimension in the project design. And this was a really important advance, and it was an important policy regard to research program. And for that reason, I came here to comment this particular policy regard to research. But now we have a new program research that is called Horizon Europe. Is the new and the program that will start this year. Then here the strategy and the gender equality recommendation and the measure in this framework, the program, is taking into account all the legacy of the before and the previous policy about gender equality, and still go to or try to enforce these 4 bullets. More women participating in research and innovation programs, better integration of the gender dimension in the content of research and innovation projects, more participation of European Union widening countries in action dedicated to gender equality in research and innovation organizations, and important, broadening gender equality policies in research and innovation to intersection with other potential grounds for discrimination such as ethnicity, disability, and sexual orientation. Then the policy continue in this new program and go deeper also inside the research. That is really important. The content of the research is supervised from the Commission in order to take care about that the measures that are taken before are present in the proposal and the program that we have. To conclude, we would like to say that we have since 75, where all these things start, we have 64 years only. In historical view, this is a very few years, of course. And we can say, if we see that the program has been very important in terms of gender equality, of course. We totally agree with the progress has been very important. And the change has been impressive acquires an historical perspective. Is incredible, the advance. The thing that we can ask, or the thing that we are reflection about, is can we go back in the conquest of time? Can we go back in the levels of consciousness obtained? This is, I think, an important question. And maybe we can say this, yes, we can go back, really. For that thing, I believe that the effort of the European Union in gender mainstreaming that are imposed in that moment is really important. And this means including a gender perspective in all policy areas, at all levels, and at all stages of policy making. Then I think this is the way where we have to work, and we have to develop gender equality policies at national, local, public, and private level. In all government areas, of course, that there are, but we have to take care about that, and you have to improve, and you have to expand. And the department in all public organizations, and also in all private organizations. I think it is an issue that is a political, social, economic, and all other thematic and field areas. For that reason, we have to work a lot. Still, we have to work a lot. And of course, we have been advanced in this task, but there are a lot of things to do. Thank you very much. I will let you.